need serious time.
Yeah, shut the hell up, Ron.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
try and
stop.
give a little explanation of what's going on in some of the levels, but most of the time I'll just let you play.
Notice my dazzle crapped out a little bit and it's like wiggling every now and then, but I hope it's okay.
Like, even in this game, the intro stage is not particularly easy. There's a lot of things that could go wrong.
There's a lot of opportunities to die.
Is there a lot of RNG in this game?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, most of it's later on in the game, but
I'm just wondering because a lot of the older Mega Mans is straightforward.
So usually I try to skip a cycle here, but I'm not going to now. Yeah. You can talk, it's just intro stage.
Yeah.
hey, the intro stage is pretty rough. But actually, the boss is probably one of the, at least I find it to be one of the hardest parts of this game. And the boss of the intro stage, well, if you want to speedrun it and do it in one cycle, it's up there with one of the harder. And this is an incredibly mean jump for the first level with that Met right on the edge there. Like, speedrunning Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to kill that guy.
Yes, Sniper Joe.
Nob Gobbler in
Like,
the
I can
chat.
kill him really quickly if he doesn't jump, but he jumped, so yeah, fuck that.
Apparently your TV Möbel is from IKEA, apparently. Someone in chat points out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Proto Man gets to be the zero of this game and just get chopped in half repeatedly. So,
Yeah, like he deserves. Fuck Zero.
Okay, seriously. You got unlucky.
Yeah, that's fine though.
yeah, I mean, the boss is pretty easy with... Well, first of all, you can play as two characters. You can play either as Mega Man or as Bass. And Bass doesn't... His Buster doesn't do much damage, so Mega Man kills him pretty quickly. But you can do in one cycle. But it's very difficult.
I feel this game is sort of a bit unforgiving because the intro stage is so hard.
Yeah, it's very unforgiving, and the speedrun is also very unforgiving.
I'm just thinking of a casual gamer just picking up this game and yeah, never beating the first level.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people did blind races of this game, and most Mega Man games take like maybe 2-3 hours blind. This one took 7 hours. Was a decent time.
Or
Some
12 hours.
Yeah, some people took 12 plus hours.
And some Italians went to sleep and then came back.
Sorry, I was trying to hear. Like, that's really rhythm based, what I guess. I don't think I missed any shots. That's good.
No,
I mean,
Looked like a clean bot kill.
yeah, I don't think many people have heard of this game, really.
It's the best Mega Man game.
Yeah, it's for sure one of the best.
It didn't get much notoriety, mainly because it was coming out in an era like after 7 and 8. I don't feel like those were the most popular games.
Those jumps at the end are kind of scary.
Yeah, you kind of use the ice block to push yourself off the edge there and then jump out of it.
Which year did it come out?
98.
Damn, last night.
Yeah, that's really late.
It's with the giant kappa, so we're getting rated.
Got unlucky on the
Just
boss.
spamming.
Cases can explain this boss.
Okay, so basically this boss has a few attacks, and we found a way to make him jump, and when he jumps he'll just keep shooting this ice out of the ground, and it allows him to not go invulnerable. Otherwise he'll summon like a cloud and go invulnerable for half the time, and that wastes a lot of time.
Yeah, Joka has the world record for this game.
And this weapon he just got is pretty much makes the speedrun of this game. In the next level, you'll see him use it to skip a lot of the stage. Well, not a lot, but just like a few gaps
man.
here and there.
That's the first mistake of the run. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Basically, the menus in this game are kind of fucked up. So it's kind of easy to select the wrong stage. No one is saying anything.
I mean, it happens.
That's a good way to waste time.
Did it only come out for the Super Nintendo? I mean,
Well,
I think there's a Game Boy, Rockman and Forte. I'm not
okay,
sure
there
how.
we go.
Yeah, there might be.
Yeah, I mean, when you run enough Mega Man games, it kind of gets confusing because all the menus are a little bit different.
Yeah, in this one you don't get control of the menus until like the screen is completely faded up. So yeah, you think you select one stage, but you really don't.
this
Okay,
came
there is
out
a
in
game.
'98.
And yeah, there's holes in the floor in certain places in this stage. I'm just not glitching through the floors.
Yeah, Wily 4 style Mega Man 2.
But then these coming up are pretty difficult. You have to jump off the ice wall while it's in the air.
There's apparently Game Boy version as well.
Yeah.
And those are much harder than he made that look.
Yeah, those jumps are pretty tight.
Cool to see someone that's really good at their game, like pulling everything off, making it look easy, and you try to pick up the game yourself and you're swearing like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
I don't
Most
think
of
I have enough health now, so I'm gonna do the slow strat.
yeah, this fire will one-hit you if you get hit by the thing those guys drop and aren't in like your invulnerability phase. So right there, he scrolled them off the screen in time and killed them before
Okay.
they were able to drop it.
Okay, boss time.
I actually think this is one of the more interesting bosses in a Mega Man game.
You can see this is one of the later games on the Super Famicom's life.
That
Really pushed the graphics.
that boss is by far the hardest robot master, in my opinion. Unless you do exactly what I did.
Yeah. Just push him off
If
the
he gets loose, it's like it's over.
But it's one of the first bosses to actually get affected by the environment. So he could get hit by spikes, and I don't think you were meant to loop him like that, but it's just a result of programming. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why, but I think they weren't completely happy with Mega Man 8, like everything in Mega Man 8, so they reuse a lot of graphics, and even some of the bosses are reused.
jump, slide.
But this came out so late that the PlayStation was already out, so that's probably why it didn't get as much attention that it should have had. I think the PlayStation came out in '94.
This stage is the easiest stage in the game. And it's pretty damn hard still.
Yeah, doesn't look easy.
There's still a few cool little tricks in this stage that speed it up quite a bit.
What's the perfect time, do you think, Joka? If you had the run?
I don't think this is probably one of the hardest games to guess the perfect time for. Just because there's so many zips you can do, but they're really not practical to go for all of them.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of zips you can do that like saves 1 or 2 seconds if you get them the first try, which pretty much isn't gonna happen. Because yeah, you can explain zips in this game.
Most of the zipping is really crazy because most of the zips you use the ice wall to kind of push yourself into the wall, and then use a mix of sliding and lightning to move around while in the wall. And you can move in a bunch of different directions depending on what you do before inputting the lightning.
So what you're saying is it's not worth it to save 1 second and screw up the run.
You have to really pick what you want to go for and what you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
What's easiest and what saves the most time?
Yeah, it's very interesting that I guess a flame weapon being super effective against water bosses. I use super effective, but that flame weapon also is different if you use it underwater and like above water. It's 2 different attacks. And right now they make you do this crystal section. I think it's a check to make sure you know how to use all the weapons before going onto the...
That's how you use Ice Wall. Obviously.
And he's picking up 100 screws or bolts for each one. So it'll give him money to buy some things that he'll definitely need in this run.
Yeah.
Like Rush Search.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy.
Rush.
I'm gonna go to the shop twice actually, because this is a marathon run. I'm basically gonna go to the shop second time and buy a bunch of extra lives, and then I buy Rush Search too.
Wait, are you actually buying Search?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta get that quick kill, you know.
So
Marathon strats!
I haven't died yet, technically. So maybe I should go for this trick.
Don't jinx it, Joka!
Do it.
I think we'll be seeing about 5 or 6 zips, but I haven't actually counted.
And the zips are later.
Yeah. I mean, it's really hard to zip before you get lightning. There's only really 1 or 2 zips you could do that are realistic for you to do without lightning. And the way the boss works,
So
you can't...
here's a cool mini boss.
See ya.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing it.
Simon says it's too hard.
Yeah, I can't remember the order. So should I go for it? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
I can try it once.
But yeah, something interesting about this game is, like most Mega Man
Easy every
games, you
time.
could...
Nice, man. That's really
Yeah.
tough.
Nice.
Basically, you have 1 frame to jump after you unpause. If you've been standing on an ice wall before you paused.
You know, we should play Blast Master. It's the same thing there.
This is the reason why I don't play Mega Man games, they're fucking hard.
Oh yeah, maybe you should like explain why I take damage on purpose.
Oh, yeah, so it's actually one of the most interesting things about this game. You buy something called counterattack. And basically the way it works is if you're under a certain health threshold, you'll do a significant amount more damage to the boss. So you end up going through almost all the boss fights with almost no health. So you need to be really good at not getting hit and manage your health throughout the entire level. And that's why he walked into him there.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was a nice way to die. I fucking hate Astroman.
Yeah, annoying patterns.
I mean, that's just one of the risks about playing at a very low amount of health.
Yeah. No risk, no reward.
Even tougher in the refights.
And now,
The streamer is Mr. Ludendi, but I think is it Sven that's controlling at the moment, or? Yeah.
Come on, really?
and then when you start this guy from full health, it takes a lot longer since you have to get damaged all the way back down.
Fuck. I get the 1 frame trick, but I can't fucking kill this boss. So I'm just gonna fight the normal now, fuck taking damage.
Yeah, just take it safe.
This is the pattern I want.
And there are like 2 potential routes you could take, and one allows this boss to be a lot easier because there's an item called Quick Charge. But so it means that pretty much every time he comes down, you could be fully charged and kill him pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But
I know
I
it's
think
kinda
it's
bad.
a little slower. The
This-
level was good.
Yeah, the level was really good. The boss wasn't. Sorry about that. But Astroman can be a bit of a dick too. Like, after his stun certain patterns, he is always gonna dive. And he's either gonna dive from you or towards you. And you pretty much have to guess sometimes. And when you have like below 7 health and can only take one hit, it becomes kind of dangerous.
Now you'll be seeing the first zips either in this stage or the next stage, depending on what Joka decides to do.
Not in this stage.
Okay, the next stage. There are zips in this stage, but they save almost no time. They're more just for amusement.
Yeah, the task for this game is incredible. Basically zips everywhere.
Yeah. The task just shows how much you can zip if you want
Yeah.
to.
This game is worse
But it's
than
really
Mainline 2.
unrealistic though.
But yeah, Ice Wall saves so many times, and it allows you to climb ladders faster, it pushes you forward, it does everything, kills everything in one hit. Skips mini bosses.
What's up, Mr. No-Boil Boy?
Oh, cool.
Like that mini boss he just skipped is actually a really long fight if you do it normally.
Yeah, but Joka is a speedrunner, he doesn't do normal stuff.
Oh goddamn, they got health.
Yeah, now this boss is really annoying to fight if you're over a certain amount of health, because this is one of the few Mega Man bosses that could actually heal.
How much life percent must you be at? Under 50 or?
No, it's a lot more than that. It's under 7 line? 7 or less, I think.
Yeah, it's 7.
So that's not... I think he probably has 28 health. That's the norm for Mega Man games.
You can basically tell if you have critical damage active if you're standing still and it does that animation, which you did there. You have 7 or less, so it's fine.
Yeah, and a cool little trick that you saw during that boss is he summons those things from the ceiling to heal himself, and if you place Astro Man's weapon high enough, it will shoot over his head and shoot both sides. Normally you're supposed to go to each side and break it, and he'll heal a lot more health in the time.
So from this point on, I will try to zip. I'll do some zips.
Cool. And Ozzy, you have to remove that message. Please consider following the current speedrunners on Twitch channel at Twitch TV/Joka. Not consider, follow Joka. Can't consider.
So I'm taking a lot of intentional damage here.
Yeah.
No zip.
I mean, the nice thing about some of these zips is it doesn't waste a lot of time to go for it once, but to go for it multiple times is really time consuming because you have to pause to get rid of the ice wall.
I had no idea what just happened for a sec there. Mega Man disappeared.
Completely normal.
Yeah. That's the first zip, by the way.
Zipping through the walls.
And now we have less than 7 health.
Yeah, compared to all the other zips in this game, like, that one is one that people could probably do. The rest, it's incredibly difficult.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Is this a rare game to buy the cartridge itself? Because it came out this late?
It was only released in Japan, I think. So it's like $40 if you want to buy it now.
Yeah, I was thinking because it's so late in the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, whatever you want to call it, its life. So if it really sold really well, if it's hard to get hold of, if I go on eBay, for example.
Yeah,
Think you can find it.
I bought it from Yggdrasil on STA.
The Tree of Life. That's Yggdrasil if you didn't know.
This is the only auto-scroller in the game, and it's like you can't mess around. If you mess around, you'll die.
Yeah, I've seen used pizza die here. Then it was very sad.
Like they pretty much expect you to know what's coming up.
Yeah, it's about $40.
That jump on the end there is kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean, that screen has a lot of stuff that can go wrong. Just if you miss the bird and you keep going, assuming you're gonna hit it, you very well could die and mess up balloon cycles.
Really like that even if it's a lot on the screen, it doesn't feel like you lose frames to lag.
Yeah, I don't think this game is particularly laggy.
No,
It doesn't look like it at all.
That stage was pretty good, but unfortunately now I have like 1 million health, which I don't want.
Yeah, this boss is very strangely designed. I'm not sure. He's definitely the easiest boss in this game.
I'm a bit amazed by sometimes Rockman disappears and you still keep track of where you actually are.
I think
I
it's
think
just
it's on the
disappearing on the
screen.
screen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the internet thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's when I take damage, it flashes.
I mean, it happens with Mega Man 2 as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's a reason why Mega Man 2 doesn't lag much.
You have a Steel Series Siberia. Is it version 1 or version 2, your headset?
I don't know.
Okay. Hi-fi geek.
Little did he know you're gonna get a quiz on your equipment, Joka.
Exactly.
Yeah. Unprepared. You should know your headsets.
Now this stage is very
I don't
tricky.
think I'm gonna go for the crazy trick here.
Okay.
Because I don't have any lives.
No fast magic.
No.
You have 1 life. You picked
Exactly.
it up in Tango.
Oh, right. But still, don't feel like losing a minute or so. I can still
So-
die.
Sad I can't hear the only Sherry music.
Yeah.
You can't
I'm
hear
just
the music.
watching him shoot to the music. I could hear it in my head.
Hey, Bender.
You can't hear the music through the microphone?
I have the stream muted and I
Oh,
can't
right.
hear it through Skype.
Yeah, same here. Or you
Well,
get
I'm not
feedback with
sad.
yourself.
To say.
Yeah, this might be one of the worst Mega Man tracks out there.
Yeah. Not a big fan.
Ah, fuck. That
Yeah.
was really bad.
Etoyufu didn't understand your question, to be honest. Do you have to do the gamer with Forte after? I didn't understand that, sorry. Oh, there we go.
What?
I don't think it was this or Mega Man 7, but
Ah, his question was, do you have to do the game with Forte after?
No.
The gruesome twosome.
Oh, come on.
like, it doesn't translate very well. If you're good at it with Rockman, you won't necessarily be good at it with Forte.
Yeah, so I took way too much damage in that section, so I had to zip past it instead.
Why not? Zip,
Why
zip,
not?
zip.
It's slower to zip past it.
Yeah, but it
It
looks
looks cool.
cooler.
Yeah, freaking magic, man.
Yeah, like normally you won't zip up that, but
No. Like basically, if you get that zip first try, it's the same as doing the room normally.
Hmm.
I really enjoy the graphics of this game.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
yeah, playing this game convinced me to stop playing Mega Man 7, actually, just because
Because 7 is bad.
7 wasn't as much fun as this.
Science.
Now I have to do the rest of this stage. It's gonna be really boring. At least I can't die in this stage.
T-Rex, if you've probably been a runner at Ludendi before you, that's probably why you have mod. Or that Sven is just handing them out left and right.
Normally I wouldn't
running
pick up
at the
any
marathon.
screws here.
Yeah.
So you go to the shop only once when you go for world records,
No,
but
I've actually added in a second time. Just
But
to
he's
buy the
just
quick
buying
charge.
more.
But
okay.
Like normally you could just go as soon as those crystals are broken, but he's waiting to get a little extra money for some marathon strat.
Shakers, by the way.
Wait, I didn't. We're talking about Mega Man 7 and I didn't see Mega Man 7 Failfish. I'll have to scroll up. Must be somewhere.
yeah, those lives.
In the first playthrough, I would suggest that everyone buy a ton of the lives.
How many lives do you roughly think about losing in a run?
None.
No, but if it happens.
I would expect if he just did a normal playthrough, he'd probably lose 3 lives if he was doing it no reset. But that's just a guess.
Did you lose a
That
life
was kind
in
of
your
bad.
world record?
Third try. No, I didn't die. My world record.
Yeah, I guess you lose 1 in Wiley or what.
Oh yeah, you did take one intentional.
Yeah.
Death abuse?
Yeah, if you die, it like skips the.
This,
Where
Tricky
you-
plays
this stage is probably the most technical one because it has a bunch of tricks.
With the ice block?
Yep.
But yeah, Joka will be playing Little Nemo after this.
Super hyped about that, to be honest.
And he's gonna sip in that game too, right?
Yeah. Sure.
That ain't a super well-known game, is it?
I don't think so. I actually didn't know about it. I had no clue what it was the first time I saw Joka playing it.
Same here.
I played this as a kid.
That's how I actually
Oh,
got to know Joka stream and Duo linked me to Little Nemo, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game. Capcom.
But
I'm basically,
Capcom.
during that whole last section, I'm basically trying to calculate how much health I have, so I know what to take damage from on the last screen.
Now this boss can be very annoying. There's a lot of things that could go wrong.
Yeah, the damn monkey.
Pretty much anytime you play for the first time, when you kill the boss, it'll just drop you into the lava. So you usually have to kill him a second time.
That was pretty bad, but at least I didn't die, which was... I got really trolled.
And you have to jump off the platform.
Yeah, I think the platform is designed for Forte because he could just double jump off that platform when it plummets into the lava. But Mega Man needs to be standing on the platform when he gets the final hit so he can jump off of it.
Yeah, this whole game is designed for Forte. Get these pity platforms for Rockman.
This stage, King 2, is pretty much probably where most runners give up. Like when they play the game first time. Because it's like 3 bosses, and if you game over, you go back all the way to the game.
Ouch.
That's why I bought like 9 extra lives. And this boss is horrible.
Yeah, if you're talking about RNG in the game, this is pretty much the worst. He could open different things well, he could do a bunch of different attacks. You could manipulate a little bit, but you need him to open the top and the front so you could... Actually, he got a pretty good pattern.
Oh well, this is the worst one.
Yeah. And now you just sit back there and hope he opens and becomes vulnerable.
That was pretty good actually. Wasn't as good as my PV though.
Rip gut stank.
What? Oh. Lol, I got... Okay. I got a small health drop, so the magic card didn't go through the bats as it usually does.
I'm not sure if Bass is actually easier. Like, there's some things that are definitely easier, like the platforming isn't really challenging at all with him.
Yeah, so you'll notice I try to stay at 7 health or lower all the time.
Yeah, I think this boss gives, like, new people the most trouble.
And it gives me the most trouble too.
Yeah,
This boss can just decide to kill you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But I haven't been the luckiest in this run so far, so... He was really nice to me.
Yeah, and you kill yourself after. I assume Joka did. Or else there's a cutscene of about another 1,000 platforms you have to jump across.
Yeah, auto jumps. Yeah, that was a nice fight.
And coming up in this section is the most important zip in the game.
not that one that I missed.
Yeah, it saves about probably 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Fucking
It-
penguins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hate penguins.
Here we go.
Can do it. Nice. such an abuse.
Come on, really?
You wanted one more hit there?
No,
I mean,
it's fine.
he just wants to get in the wall.
Hmm.
Well, last try, why not?
Oh my god.
Wow,
Unlucky.
Clutch.
that was so close.
Oh my god. I was
I
so
don't know.
scared there.
Boy.
Okay, so now I have like 8 attempts on this guy.
Yeah, it really sucks.
Come on.
Like the king, you have to like
Yeah,
watch your
I mean-
cutscene and everything.
There's 2 cutscenes actually.
Alright.
The only good, yeah, the only good thing about it is you get to see Proto Man get killed twice, and then you fight like jumping over his dead body.
You're apparently getting 10 out of 10 for that clutch.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with
I tried something really stupid. I'm
Oh my
like I
God,
didn't
John.
die. I like chickened out at the end.
Yeah, this guy is weak to Wave Burner, but the problem is you can't really reach him when you don't have a double jump. So hitting him with his weakness with Mega Man is really rough.
What the freaking potato?
Okay, so-
How about...
I was worried I was gonna say this a bunch of times, but this is the hardest stage. This is definitely the hardest stage. Like, all categories. Well, you don't sip in it, or I won't sip in it. But this stage is brutal. And Cases
Hey.
can explain why.
I can. Now,
Yes.
there's just a lot of really strange tricks in it, and the health management throughout all the boss fights is incredibly complicated.
So
And
basically you have to refight all the bosses, and you want to stay at 7 health or less the entire time, which makes it really fucking hard.
and there are these nice little stages in between.
Yeah, it's really risky.
It's usually after this boss fight where he has very little health, and it kind of continues on for the next few.
I wasn't sure I still had a spike guard, but I had. It's fine.
Does his animation count as mode 7 or is that just a sprite movement?
Probably just sprites.
Okay.
And the reason he was able
Serious
to
time,
walk,
serious time.
Nice one.
Yeah, he gave me pretty much the worst pattern I can get.
Hmm.
Okay, then save time over
Alright.
for now.
until he does a line coin zip.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Ooh,
But now he also bought something where you could walk on spikes while he was in the shop, so that's why he was able to slide across before Dynamo Man.
the spike guard.
Yeah, it's a one-time thing.
And it saves like about a second, a little less I think, but it's
Mm.
faster. And
Mm.
Burner Man with low health is always fun.
I wouldn't call it fun.
It's exciting. You might die.
So the reason I'm killing these things that drop down is then they always drop down in the same spot. Otherwise they jump around randomly like this one does now.
So
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
so you're trying to get down the fastest possible route.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just get him as low as possible, then hope he makes a path to the door.
Yeah, the last one.
There is a downward zip you could do there, but it is really messy.
I took damage from Magic Man. I feel stupid.
Yeah, well, Magic Man isn't really like the Toad Man of this game. I think Tengu gets that.
Never told me.
Yeah, I guess, and by Toad Man, I just mean the boss that you really shouldn't die to.
Mega Man 4. Oh yeah.
Like any boss in X3 or what?
Okay, crazy strat from you.
Just for the record, Nadu, I think
Oh,
you die to
fuck.
every boss in X3.
I've seen the strats.
This game looks
I got
so
a health
hard to
drop
run.
from one of the guys, which meant I couldn't do and the drills didn't kill all the guys on the screen, like they usually do.
Yeah, and getting hit going into that door makes you walk a lot farther than you normally do, which is kind of cool.
Hmm.
Okay, this final boss is going to be very interesting. There is a quick kill, but it is completely RNG.
Go, Rush Jet, go.
Russian
No,
Jet? No,
Surge.
act like you know what you're talking about, Nadu.
I haven't played a SNES game in my life, I'm sorry.
Yeah, serious time. Oh crap. Well, I repaired that quite nicely. Fucking rush.
It's such a good... Like I was fucking around, doing nothing.
Done.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad I got this quick kill at least.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah, I love a
quick
quick
kill
kill.
works is you need to run out of ammo, or I guess you need to.
I can explain it now that I'm
Yeah.
not playing. So basically, how this game works, like when you equip a weapon and you don't have any energy, you can still shoot like normal shots. So the trick there is to run out of energy with mine, and then get quite into that position and rush search to that position. Have rush search dig up a weapon energy, so you can switch to mines, jump over the weapon energy, shoot a small bullet to kill the first form of Wily, land on the weapon energy and shoot a mine before you lose control of basically while the bullet is still in the air, so you have control, and shoot a mine up until to the right spot and then hit the mine in the correct time. Easy.
Sounds like math on ecstasy.
So the only thing I really know about in this next game is the best boss, which is a penguin.
So wait a minute. I selected the wrong stage and I died twice to Astroman and I still cut use pizza by 2 minutes.
Wow, way to call him
That's
out on
lame.
that.
That's below the belt.
I'm gonna hook up the NES instead. BRB.
But yeah, gotta give Mr. Joka mad props for running this hard as hell.
Yeah. Now follow him.
There's a reason why I'm...
I agree with you, use pizza. We should all trash Joka while he's stepped away.
Yeah. Let's throw rocks at the screen.
Or
Virtually stoning Yuka.